Yo, what is up, guys? It is your boy Lewis bringing you back a brand new video. In today's video, I actually want to do something new. So I know I've been, reacting in my previous videos, to videos, like movies, stories, trailers, scary movies, all that. But anyway, oh damn, my hair's annoying. Wait, okay. So anyway, what I was thinking about doing in my channel is I wanted to try something new. So my first idea was to maybe I don't know. I wanted to turn this into a gaming channel, but I don't know if I'll be able to like be consistent in gameplays for putting on my channel because I already stream and I don't really stream as much as like I used to. But like I'm gonna try to get back on my grind. But what I was thinking of the past hour was story time. And basically where I tell you guys any story that comes up in my mind, which is interesting for you guys to hear. And yeah, that's what I thought. And yeah, my bad. I was just checking my message from my friend. But yeah. Anyway, yeah. I just wanted to, try something new. Because I feel like I have much to say, and I don't mind, putting a little bit out there about myself in the internet. So, all right, let's get right to it. Okay, so today's story, which I got recommended from my friend, is the first time I met my friends. So basically, what I guess he's talking about are my best friends right now in high school. Because I'm currently a senior, which I'm about to graduate. Um, so the first time I met my best friends. Okay, so in total of my best friends, I guess I can say I have my best friend Charlie, my best friend Alex, which I've known like less time, and my all-time best friend since fourth grade, Jason. That's yeah, my other best friend David. Those are my main best friends, which I trust with anything in my whole life. Um, what else? Who else? Yeah, those are my best friends. My friends I can say are Edwin. He's my other friend. Um, Honestly, I think that's it. Those are those are my best friends. And my friend. I can't really think of anyone else besides my friend. I have other friends, but okay. I want to talk about the main people in my life that are consistent that I've been hanging out with since day one. So that's Jason and Charlie, because and well, I don't want to get into too much detail, but let's just say they were the first two in the beginning that stood by me in the beginning. Okay, so those two are my best friends, Jason and Charlie. Okay, so let's talk about the first time I met Jason. Jason, I was a new kid. I just moved here to where I live, and I was moving into a new school. All the nerves came to me and all that, cause I was a pretty small guy when I first started middle school. I went to his school in about it was fourth grade, and the class was literally like right in front of the door. Like as soon as I came into that school, my middle school, the class was already like to the right side of the door. So when I found out that was my class, I was about to go in on my first day, and so I went in there my first day, I remember, and I was nervous. I was so nervous, and that's the first time I entered in the classroom. I was a new kid. So as soon as I entered in there, I saw all these new kids. I absolutely knew nobody. These were all new kids to me. Some of them I am still friends with, like just friends to this day. And yeah, yeah, how Jason, I'm sorry, I'm getting off topic. So I went in there, and actually the first person I did see was Jason. Like I made eye contact with him the first time I went in that class, and I was so nervous because I had my backpack on, and then the teacher was introducing me to the class, and I was just so nervous, and and then she told one of the students to take my bag or to like know where to tell me to put my bag, and all that. And surprisingly, I wasn't as nervous as I thought I would be. So, this nice girl, she like helped me out and told me what to do throughout the day, what do we do, the rules and all that. And yeah, that happened. And then if I remember correctly, I was sitting with girls in my first day. Yeah, it was like a table full of girls, and I was, me, like us boys when we were young, I was super nervous and shy at the beginning. But those girls were pretty cool, and I actually had a crush on one of the girls, but I never got a chance to tell them. Actually, no, I did, but anyway. So yeah, I did that, and I'm trying to remember specifically how. Okay, so I think we had a group work, if I remember correctly. I don't know. I hope I'm right because I'm trying to. It's hard to remember from 8 years ago, but so we had a group work, and I remember I was, it was like everyone wanted to have their own group, and the girls got the girls, and the boys got the boys, and then I was by myself, because I didn't know anyone there, and everyone basically like knew whose friends were who, and I was just new kids, so. And then actually, Miss my my teacher, she put me in the group Jason was in, and from there on, I don't really remember what I said. I think I just said, "Hey, I'm Lewis," and Jason was said, "Hey, what's good? My name's Jason." And I was just, I automatically knew I was gonna be friends with this kid. It's like that connection you have when you know you're gonna be friends with them. And yeah, I was just automatically friends with Jason. It was great. We were doing our work, and then afterwards, I actually started talking to him, and we were just talking. He was actually a gamer too. Me and him had so much in common. We're both gamers. The only thing is, he plays on PC in his main console. I play console, and we were just talking about games that we play, as I remember, and yeah, he was a good guy. He was a good kid. I liked him. He liked me as a friend. We were best buds, man. And yeah, from there on we were friends. I'm not gonna lie. Um, Me and him, uh, we were good in the beginning, but I don't know what happened to us. Then we started like I don't know. We were both we didn't like each other at some point. I remember that we were. I remember we despised each other at some point, and I don't know. We just didn't like each other, and yeah, it sucks to like because I remember those times. Like I said, I started out my friendships, well, most of my friends rough, and with him he was one of them. It was a rough start with him. It was good in the beginning, then it started getting a little rough. I honestly don't remember. I remember stories that I don't really want to talk about, but yeah, afterwards, I don't know. I One day I just decided I wanted to talk to him again, and then we talked, and then we were friends again, and then honestly, I was the kid. I was low-key hanging out with the cool kids back in middle school. Like back in sixth grade. So I'm not gonna lie, I totally like abandoned him, and he had other friends too, which I was friends with at some point, and I didn't think anything was bad. I had another group of friends that I thought I'll be friends with to this day, but no. So, and I was hanging out with them for about a year, the whole sixth grade, while he was hanging out with his friends. But we were still like friends. I can say, yeah, we weren't like bad at each other. It was like fifth grade, it was like iffy. In sixth grade, I kind of abandoned him, and then it was that happened. And then seventh grade, I don't think I actually had any interactions with him. I mean, yeah, we were like really close classmates because we already knew each other since then, but we weren't really at that talking stage. Well, we were still friends though, you know what I'm saying? And then afterwards, call it? Then eighth grade hit. I was still actually like hanging out with the cool kids. I didn't really feel like I fitted in with them as much as like I. And then I remember this. So I remember that I like I'm not gonna sounds like pretty rough, but Jason used to sit like in the corner of the lunch tables with like two other friends, and I felt bad because like I was with the cool kids, and then we all had our group of tables at lunch, and I was just thinking like I don't belong here in the cool kids table, like. And I remember there was times where I would go back and forth on it. Like I would eat lunch with Jason, and he would, and it was they liked me at that point. Him and my other two friends. They enjoyed me. They enjoyed my company. They let me sit on the table when like I felt like it. So I was always honored, not honored. I was always pleased. I don't know what the word is, but I was just always there. And then I remember at some point the cool kids were telling me like, "Hey, stop sitting with them like they're losers and stuff." I was like, chill, man, they're not losers, those are my friends. And I remember I didn't like them anymore, and then I just dipped, completely abandoned them. I went back to Jason. It's funny, I never knew I ever go. Honestly, if I didn't make that choice, I probably wouldn't be hanging out with him to this day. So after that, uh I went back and I was officially a new like the new friend that came back. I came back. All right, I'm with Jason again. Jason's like my main friend, and so were the other two. They were my friends, and then we were. I remember we would, talk at every time in class. We would do all that, blah blah blah, and we were just best friends at that point. Best friends, and Jason. We had a lot in common, so we just kept talking when we talking, and we played soccer in recess. So that's what I remember. And surprisingly, we had good. They were my friends. I completely abandoned the cool kids just to be with my true friends that I knew they have more respect for me and more value to me. So that's why I went back. And from there on, that's where most of our journey began. Because like I said, during middle school, Jason was mainly a school friend at first. I knew him, but we weren't really close until like the end. And then when we were close at the end, we were just best friends. And we graduated middle school together. And surprisingly, we were going to the same high school. And high school, it was that was that's where our journey is to this day. We went from being best friends from fourth grade. Well, okay, he was my friend in fourth grade, but he was always my friend to this day. So that's why I'm blessed to still have him as a friend. And yeah, from there we went to high school together. We stuck out for these 4 years. We went through some crazy shit, good and bad, and then yeah, that's how I met Jason. And yeah, I'm just glad that he's my friend to this day, and I just appreciate him for what he's done to me and what I've done for him. And yeah, I can I can never say that I never had a greater friend than him, and I didn't make a mistake back then. So okay, so anyway, with Charlie, this is funny because Charlie, he's my best friend, and he's been there since day one. Charlie, the first time I met Charlie. So, like I said, this was freshman year, second day towards class. Me and Charlie. It's funny because I remember the way Charlie looked back then. Charlie is like, I don't know, dude. He was someone that was really special to me, and he he was just. I knew. What's funny is I didn't think of him as a friend at first. So besides that, how I met him. Okay, so it was the second day of high school. We just got our schedules. I had Spanish class. Me and Jason were always in the same classes together, and we had Spanish. And our friend Edwin, he knows Spanish. And he was a really interactive guy in the beginning of the school year. And whatchamacallit, he um he actually was talking to a lot of people in our Spanish class, and we were still friends with him I'm still friends with Edwin at this point, and this is when we were like really close in the beginning. He was talking with everyone, and then we actually had a group of four, and we stuck out for a while, and yeah, and then our fourth guy, he went to another high school, which was bummed out because we missed him and all that. He was like our main friend at that point, and whatchamacallit, and yeah, the first Charlie was in our Spanish class, and I remember he was sitting in the back with another kid, and me and Jason we were sitting with them because we were shy and we didn't know anyone again from high. This was high school. You don't know anyone new. Same thing what happens when you're gonna go to college, and yeah, I saw Charlie. I didn't really talk to him like that. Actually Edwin actually introduced me to him. So what happened was me and Jason were always talking. Charlie was always talking to this one other guy, and and we weren't friends like that. And then Edwin was talking to Charlie, and then Charlie was he was like the good kid he is. He was just talking back to Edwin. And actually Edwin introduced me and Jason to Charlie. We were like, hey, what's good, man? My name's Lewis. My name's Jason. And then Edwin was like, this is Charlie, and Charlie, nice. He was a nice guy. He's said hi back, and we were just talking. I remember we were just talking and talking as as best friends, and I would never forget him just being my best friend from that time. We just had a lot in common too. Me and Charlie, Jason, and Edwin. We were like the main four in the first 2 years, I can say, in high school. It was uh Charlie, he's a good guy. You know, when I've met him, he's a good guy. He's still a great guy to this day. And I've talked to him. And we had classes, a lot of classes with him during freshman year. That was the only year we had like four classes together or five. And yeah, and after that, I remember me and him wanted to hang out. He wanted to hang out with us. I don't really remember the details, but all I remember is I remember the first time hanging out with Charlie. I was with my mom. I told my mom that we had to pick up this new friend I just met named Charlie. I told her the address, and then I actually remember the first time my mom interacted with his mom, telling they were introducing to each other, and my mom my his mom trusted my mom, and then I met Charlie. And it's funny because me and Charlie, we I don't know, we were friends, but we weren't like that close yet, and I don't know how it was like I pick him up. I don't know, but I'm glad I did anyway because that's when it all started with us too. And then I remember the first time we hung out, it was at my friend Edwin's house. Yeah, that was the first time we hung out, and we were just doing homework there. I took Charlie, and me and Charlie, we were talking, about stuff we had things in common. It sucks I don't really remember a lot, but yeah, that's what happened. And with him, it was just great. We had a great time, and I remember it was the first time I was actually gonna hang out with Jason because, like I said, Jason was a school friend. He didn't really go out as much. He never really went out to a friend's house or had friends come to his house. And then from there on, we were all together, me, Edwin, Jason, and Charlie, at Edwin's house. We were having a great time, man. I remember that day like it was yesterday. We were just talking and talking. We were laughing, just bringing up stories and doing homework. We bought like energy drinks, I remember. And after that, we went to the park at night and we were playing soccer there. And at that, since that night, I knew Charlie was automatically going to be my best friend. So was Jason. So was Alex. Oh, my bad. I said Alex because Alex is my best friend now, but so was Edwin. Edwin's still a good friend to me to this day. And yeah, man, from there on, that's how everything started with me, Charlie, Jason. Uh, them two specifically, we've been together since the beginning. We haven't, left each other's sides. We haven't been into any bad interactions at all, you know. But yeah, that's really how I met them. I pretty sure I described this well. I hope it wasn't like details that was useless. I tried saying like where I met them, when I met them, and what was our journey from there on. And then from there on, we kept going to school together, kept hanging out together. I really want to remember crazy times we had. I'm gonna try to remember, what we because we did a lot of crazy shit. I know that, and I would love to like tell you guys if I remember. But yeah, man, that's what happened from there on. And then obviously, if I'm gonna say something about my best friend Alex real quick, with him it was kind of a rough start, and everyone has rough starts with friendships, but it always ends up being well. We started communicating and talking, and then because Charlie introduced me to him, and then Alex started hanging out with us. Alex was a good kid. He's a good guy, and when you get to know somebody like that, and he knows me well, and I know him well, and we have each other's backs to this day, and I'm glad to call him my best friends. You know, him too, them three specifically, and my best friend David. I've known him since freshman year. I met him freshman year. We've been friends all the way to this time. He's a great guy. He's a awesome basketball player. He has every type of skill that a guy would want. I'm gassing him, man. And yeah, that's how I met all my friends, my true friends. I had many friends before, but these four or five specifically were my best friends since the beginning to this day. They're all my best friends. Fuck it, because I still talk to them, and we've been through a lot of shit together. Yeah, so that's actually what I got. I hope I didn't bore you guys. Um, like I said, I wanted to try something new. Um, uh, yeah, that's all I got, guys. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this story time of how I met my best friends. You know, I love Jason, I love Charlie, I love Alex, I love all of them. And this was story time with Prod of how I met all my best friends. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like and subscribe. If you I'm sorry, I haven't done this in so long. I just forgot my outro, but you know. And if you guys have any suggestions of what you guys want me to talk about with story time, then I don't mind talking about it. I'll take a look at the comments below. But yeah, anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like and subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next video. It's been your boy Lewis. Peace. Got it. Yes.